Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. This is a little Hyco electric fan heater. It's the same as 1,000 other types. It's got a temperature control here and a 1 or 2 element fan, 1, 2 heating elements. It's a bit dirty inside. It was used in a building site. And I just want to see if I can take it apart and clean it out. That's the wrong size screwdriver. It's got 2 Phillips head or posi drive screws in it. This is one of them. And then the others, there's 3 screws holding the top to the bottom. The third is a triangular shaped one, I think. Not triangular, but a tri-lobed. So instead of like a Phillips would have 4, the one at the back has 3. Kind of like this, I think. If it would only... like that. And I can get it in there, but I haven't got a screwdriver that's long enough to hold this and reach in. So I'm kind of stuck on that. So if you can see in there, nope. If you can see in there, yeah, it's like a star shape, three-legged star shape. So sometimes what's possible in these scenarios is just to use another one. Anything that'll get a grip will get it open. So what I'm going to do is just try everything I've got. I've got a little phase tester there. The sticker that's getting in the way, cut that off. You just want to get something that gets a grip on it. That won't. Yeah, it's difficult this. So what I've done is, I've taken the tri-lobed screwdriver and I've cut a slot into the back of it. This wouldn't be possible on good quality screwdriver bits. This is a cheapo set. This one is just from a cheapo set. Probably 5 or 10 quid for the whole set. Not a big deal. And this should let me get a screwdriver then in here when it's down in the hole. So let's put it in and use the screwdriver. So I'm using a screwdriver in a screwdriver. If that makes any sense at all. That's worked pretty well actually, so that's what it looks like. The bashes are for me trying to get it open with a Phillips, and that didn't work. But this little 3-sided one just works pretty well on it. You can see, and yeah, so cutting a slot into the end. And if a hacksaw wouldn't do it, you could do it with a grinder. But that's done it for me. And of course, I'm not going to put this one back in. This is a safety screw, but once I've been in there, it doesn't really matter if I go in again. So I'll just get another self-tapping screw, like the crosshead one that came out from the other hole, and replace it with that. That was probably the most complicated part of this job. So now we're in. Do the 2 sides separate or have they snapped together? So the screwdriver in there. Now because I found this in the trash, there we go. I think the bottom comes off. Oh, you see, it's just really dirty. It's covered in builder's dust. Take those knobs out if they come out. So what I'm going to do is take it apart and give everything a clean. It's be possible to get this to come apart. There it is. Okay. So this knob sits in there, but it doesn't want to jump out, strangely. I'll just leave it there. It's alright with me. Okay. Pay attention now to what this looks like. They're melted in place, look. That's your switch for the temperature control, your little thermo switch. That cable pops out, that cable pops out. This is held in with some silicone, this fan. Bizarre, and that's welded in at the bottom with plastic. Over here, the element, does it come out? Yep. Okay, so I can get that out. This grill just pops off and I can push that back into place. This fan, it's got a one-way metal fitting there. That washer just pushes in, it won't come back out again. Wonder if I could help it up there somehow. I don't think this is going to work here, but I don't want to damage it because it does work. Fan's a little bit stiff. It does look like it's been soaking wet at some point, so it'll have to get a bit of time to dry off. Yeah, those spots on the bottom look like it's been not welded but melted in place. So effectively what I'm going to do is give it a bath. That's a little thermal cutout up there. Effectively what I'm going to do is just give it a bath and then see if it works again afterwards. Could I get this switch off? I could grind it off, then the plastic would be gone. I might just very carefully wash all this stuff off. It's not designed to be taken apart and fixed. Of course, like it's obvious that you can fix it. It looks like hot glue in there. Yeah. Holding those wires in place. Okay, so they're out. This one. That's one side off. This side might just pop off. We'll lever it with this. Yeah, okay. So we've all but the fan out. I don't know how I'm going to hold them on later, but I might put a dab of hot glue on it, given that seems to be what's holding this thing together. I wonder if those actually have screws in underneath them. Let's try and pop them out. Because they're going in more. Yeah. They're like little plastic covers. But difficult to get out. Let's try it with a chisel. That one there's just gone, popped in. Let's try with this little fascia hook. Yeah. That's what they are, so they're a little plastic plug. I don't know where I've started putting my screws now. There you go. It's them out. It wasn't welded after all. So now we'll be able to do a proper clean-up job on this. What I'll do is I'll wipe down all the parts, wash the plastic parts, wipe down all the internals, and reassemble it. And that should get rid of the smell of burning dust that's coming off it, because there's dust all over it. The other option you'd have is just to blow it out with compressed air line. We could do that. There we go. Yeah, get it cleaned up. I put a dab of oil on there as well, because there's nothing. It's not bad, but it wouldn't hurt it to have a bit of cleanliness. Okay, so what I did off camera with these little parts here was I gave him a bath. Nothing too fancy. Like literally, I just got a basin full of water and submerged them and gave him a rub out with a gentle brush. Didn't put the fan body under water, but I wiped the blades down with a damp cloth. It still spins freely. And the switches, they all got a bath. And then for the last, what would it be, 24 hours, they've been sat up in the warmth, heating up, drying out. So let's get it back together. I think we started off taking this off. And it had 2 screws underneath. So let's get those screws back in. Okay, so that's one side. There's the other side tightening up. Now there's a bit of hot melt glue in this track, so if I get these wires in position first, then I'll put that together. I think this one went over here, and then this one went over here somehow. That was on top, so I'll put it like that. There's a slot over here. A slot. Yeah, so it looks about right. This one was mounted on those 2 little stakes up there. And then this one just slots in there. There's nothing holding this one in, I don't think. Bizarrely. And all that wiring, I think, just got pushed down out of harm's way. Okay, so then let's get this wiring hot glued in here if I can. Not really sure what way this is meant to go. As long as it doesn't interfere with the fan blades, I guess we're okay. So let's just push it down there. The hot glue in my glue gun is melting up, warming up and melting nicely. But am I going to be able to get it in there? That's to be seen. Yeah, maybe. Come on, get in there. That's it. That's one wire in. And the other. Get a bit more glue on top of that, and then get some on top of there. Cools down quite quickly, so you gotta move quite quickly. If I could get those wires in underneath, that'd be a bit better there. Okay. There we go. The glue stick in this one's a bit bent, so I'm just going to push in a load more glue. Looking good. That's looking good. What are we getting stuck on? Glue everywhere. Is it coming together at all, or is it stuck? What's going on there? Can get another piece of glue for it. I don't know, maybe it's okay. Let's try another stick. There we go, that's working better. Yeah, put a bit up here. Dabby dab around there. That's it. I think that's the end of my hot glue. For now, give that a wipe off. Okay, I think it's just a matter of putting the front on. The grill just locates on some tabs. And putting the top on, oh, it's not going to be easy. This one wants to keep falling off. So I've got to figure out which way those are meant to go. So you got to line up the little D sections in there. And this one is, it's like that, that's right. Oh no, that's the front one. The back one should be about there. The front one should be about there. 0, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Max. Min, you hear that thing clicking into place. Okay, the two Phillips head ones were at the front. It's 1 and 2. What I like about doing this is that, you know, I've saved this thing from the bin. Those little plastic plugs back in, even though I think they're kind of pointless. And then get another screw. So that's what we've got, and we need something like it. It's too big. They all have bigger heads. Too big. That might do it. Try this one. Bigger in this case is better, and then I'll throw out this safety screw because I don't want it. Yeah, that's going in. Good. There we go. That's it. And then let's plug it in and see if we're getting heat out of it. Start it off on the fan, then bring it up to 1. Bring it up to 2 and see if it gets hotter. So we'll start it off on 0. Plug it in. Fan. Oh, that's no good. Where's the power? Oh, I've broken something. Oh, there it is. It needs a thermostat on, even on 0 for the fan, bizarrely. That's a very strange feature. Okay, so I better put that up to max. Ah, so these are only fan settings then. That's a thermostat to tell it if it comes on or off. The metal on the front isn't earthed, bizarrely. That's strange actually. Oh, it's only on fan, so then I need to turn it on to 1. Heat instantly, yeah, you see that? No, can't see it, but I could feel it. I can leave my hand there. 2 bars. Oh yeah, it's a good deal hotter. So this thermostat thing's a bit of a guff really. It was on and on. Can't show you it working. Maybe if I dangle the glove. Nah, piece of paper might do it. Piece of plastic. Well, it's suffice it to say, it is pushing the air very, very gently. What it's doing is it's sucking it from above and then just pushing it out wherever it can go, which is the front. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's turn it off again. I'll turn it right, no, I'll turn it up full because it's only going to fox me in the future. That's how you do it. Didn't take me very long. Didn't care too much about it, but it was a filthy dirty fan. It had some safety features that we overcame. The front of that's hot, just stupid design really. That should have a bigger plastic shroud over the front if you ask me, and then that hidden in behind so you can't burn yourself off it. But hey, it's not, well, you wouldn't burn yourself, but it could get hotter later, I guess. Yeah, keeping things going for a little bit longer. That was in a skip, ready to go to the dump. Thanks for watching. See you later.